Hello everyone. Thursday, March 7th, 2019. Of course, yesterday was New Comic Book Day, which means right now today is New Comic Book Video time. It was a really nice week for books, so we have a lot to show on that. And then this past weekend, there was a toy convention here in town, and I was able to pick up a really nice pre-code horror book I'm going to show you that I was really happy to find. And then I got a question from a viewer as it relates to older books and the type of backing boards that I prefer to use. So we'll touch bases on all those right now. So we'll jump right into the books. This book actually came out last week, but for some reason my comic book shop didn't get it, but they did get them this week. So this is Old Lady Harley number 5. Of course, this is the first appearance of the Geriatric Joker. This was a 5-part miniseries, which is now over, but this book is already selling in the $12 to $18 range. So Old Lady Harley number 5. Another book that came out a few weeks ago, but I thought I would touch bases on it again. This is Naomi number 1. This came out from DC, and this book right now has been selling really, really well in the $10 to $15 range. So if you have an opportunity to find some of these in your local comic book shop, why don't you go ahead and pick them up. And we will now go right into this week's books. First book I picked up, Omni Press. This is Morning in America number 1. Immortal Hulk, number 12, second printing. The Immortal Hulk, like I've been stating in all the videos, is one of the best storylines that's been out in a long time, and these books are selling really, really well. So this is second print number 12. Blossoms 666, number 2. Walking Dead 189, getting closer and closer to that very famous 200. Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys Marvel History number 1. There's one cover here. And one of these variant covers. Of course, being a big Ghost Rider fan, I am looking forward to that storyline. Deadpool number 10. Batman 66 B cover. That's one of those sideways covers. I'm never really wild about a sideways cover, but it's always nice to see Batman giving someone a super punch. Of course, that is Two-Face on the receiving end of that shot. A really nice cover here. This is Conan the Barbarian number 4, but this is the Spider Villains variant cover. I picked up a couple of these right here. Garth Ennis from Aftershock, Walk Through Hell number 8. Harley Quinn number 59, another sideways, but a really cool cover right there. Another nice cover. This is The Amazing Spider-Man, the Hunted storyline. This is right here. I like that cover right there. Zombie Tramp number 57. Dan Mendoza, local artist. We talk about this all the time. They came out with like 4 or 5 different covers. This was the only one I wanted. They kind of get a little crazy on some of these covers sometimes. But you know what? Zombie Tramp sells very, very well. Batman 66 regular cover there. Unnatural number 8. There were 2 covers. This is the only cover I picked up. Again, really good storyline right here. I am enjoying the Unnatural storyline. Doomsday Clock. Number 9, 3 issues left. There is supposed to be a Harley Quinn cover coming out that I have not seen yet, and I am looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be number 9, but I was wrong. Is that my cover of the week? Immortal Hulk number 14. I love that with the atomic explosion in the background. course, one of the books I was unable to get this week because no one seemed to get them in was Once Our Land 2, issue number 1, selling really, really well. It is from, I want to say, Scout Press. If you can find it, pick it up. We are not able to find it here locally. Since it was Scout Press, a lot of people really didn't pick that book up or order it. So unfortunately, I was unable to get one of those. But my pick of the week, as it relates to books, not the cover, is from Boom Studios, and this is Ronin Island number 1. Something about this book just kind of caught my attention, and I am looking forward to reading this one, but I think this has the makings of being something extra special. So Ronin Island number 1 is my pick for book of the week. So, like I stated, there was a toy convention here this past weekend, and I walked around. There wasn't a whole lot of books to pick up, so it was kind of disappointing on that aspect. But while I was running around looking, there was a couple guys who sell from Hawaii. They were here last year. I picked up a couple of nice things from them, and they had this for me this week, which I was really happy to get. This is Web of Mystery. It's a pre-code horror right here. This is in a mid-grade. I put it as a 5.0, and if you know anything about, pre-code horror or books like this is from Ace Publications. Good luck finding these in anything higher than 3.0, 4.0. So I got a great price on this, and I was very excited when they had this. So I grabbed this right here. Just really great covers. Again, sorry for the glare on that, but just a great cover. Great cover. So that's what I picked up right there. I got a question from a viewer as it relates to older books, and of course, older books, especially with cheaper paper, acid tends to come off. And he asked me my thought on halfback or fullback backing boards for the Golden Age. Now, I do use halfback board. The way I do it, though, is I use from E. Gerber. Comes right here. This is what they are, and this is a halfback, means only one side of the board is the protected side. And what I do is, since I use 3 boards, I will use 1 halfback board and 2 regular Golden Age boards, and I will put them together, of course with the halfback being on top closest to the book that you're protecting, which I think works just fine, and it saves money that way. And what it ends up looking like is this. See what we can find here. I'll just show you this one here. It'll look like this. A little bit of space. The disadvantage of this particular way of doing things, though, even though you get extra protection for your older books by using the halfback, because of the size of the halfback, which is basically 7 5/8 by 10.5. You cannot fit that in a top loader, Golden Age top loader, and I don't want to use larger loads. So the book is going to kind of be protected like this. So this, of course, is Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 13. This was a Captain America crossover. It's a very, very popular book. Now, this book is only a 3.5. It's what I graded it at. But when you present it in the Mylar, it looks fantastic. And I will show you a couple of other books that I've done this to. So there's this one here. Here's the Defenders number 5. I graded this a very fine plus, 8.5. Of course, this is a Buscema cover. Looks really nice. And again, this is just 1 halfback. I don't know if you can see that, and 2 regular Golden Age boards. It adds a little bit more sturdiness when you're putting it in there. Comes out really, really nice. And then the last book I'm going to show you that has this type of protection on it is a Thor 179. This is an 8.5. This is the last Kirby issue on Thor. And so this is what the book ends up looking like. And then if you stack all 3 together, it comes out very even-wise. Looks really nice when you want to display. If you want to display or when you're selling at a shop or looking at it, it just looks a lot more presentable as it relates to that. So there is that. So again, I use a single halfback board with 2 Golden Age books. You can probably buy 100 halfbacks. I get them for around $18 online. That's with free shipping. So I'm pretty happy with that. And again, the biggest issue that some people have is the cost factor. Nobody likes to spend money on supplies. No one likes to spend money on bags and boards. But someone like me who likes uniformity and everything in its same style. I use the same bags, the same boards, whether it be for current books or Golden Age books or doing things like this with a halfback. Now, some people will sit there and say, well, you're only using one halfback board. You don't need the other two. I like the other two because I want extra protection, extra rigidness on that. And again, the extra cost factor for me, if you're protecting, I mean, even this book, even in a low grade like this, 3.5, this is still a $50, $60 book. Now, why would I worry about spending, 20 cents for a piece of Mylar and 30 cents on boards to save it, to protect it? I'm not going to worry about that. My collection's worth a lot to me. And, if I ever, once I get my shop reopened and you come in, you see the books like this, you're going to see some really nice protection on these books. Very nice display. Again, that just looks really nice when you display it out like that. So there was that. And again, I'm going to show this book again because I know people are going to want to see it. Web of Mystery, Ace Publications. Just a beautiful book. Hard to find. I got a great price on this. There was one that had the cover detached that sold for $130. I paid a hell of a lot less than that for one that was in a mid-grade 5.0, so I was very happy about that. So that's all the time we have today. Again, I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the positive thumbs up I'm getting. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join. I'm over 2,400 subscribers right now. My goal is to get over 3,000 by the end of the year. I'm going to keep doing that. So that's where we're at this week. So I hope you liked the video, but as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great week, and I'll see you next week.